All right. How y'all doing? What's up, Chill Degrees? How are you? Hey, what's going on, Carson? What up? How are you? Dr. Loomis, how you doing? Do I know? Do I really know? About time I got on. Hey, what's up, FC? Good to see you again. I was actually early today. I was a couple minutes early going live. I'm doing something interesting. I have a live feed where it's like horizontal, and then I have a live feed where it's vertical. So for people who are on their phones who want to watch me in like vertical, they can do so. But if they want to watch me like on a TV or their computer monitor, then it's also in horizontal. Hey, what's going on, McSorley? Good to see you again. Should I change my name to FC NHL? Hey, you change it to whatever you want, man. Also, I need to figure out how to dig in the vertical. Okay, perfect. Nice. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that it like, you know, there are options. Do I think the Oilers will have a good season? Yes, I do. I do think the Oilers will have a good season. This chat box is not working? Question mark. There you go. Very nice. Very nice, Chilled. Hey, what's going on, Ash? How you doing? Welcome back. What's going on, Jonas? What's up, Hypnotoad? That would be wild, Carson. That would be wild. The FC NHL. There you go. You did change it. Welcome back. You know what? I like FC NHL. It looks good. It looks clean. I don't know why the chat isn't appearing on the screen. I don't know what's going on there. Hey, what's going on, CNG? Welcome back. What site can I sail the seas on? I don't know any specific ones. The ones that like I used to use recently got shut down. That was Stream East, but I'm excited. Could be going to the Rangers, Islanders, and New Jersey games next month. Let's go. Little New York trip. Wish I could watch the whole game, but I have practice from 8 to 9:30. Taves in the lineup. It'll be interesting to see how he looks. Yeah, I'm also interested to see how Jonathan Taves looks, considering he hasn't played for a couple of years. Hey, what's going on, Danny? I hope that the Oilers Plus broadcast looks a little bit cleaner than the other night. But if we did want to check on the lines for the game, we've got Howard with Nuge and Kapanen on the top line. Then you have Jones with Philp and Hudson, Henrique, Mariala, Savoy, Pitlick, Capone, and Griffith on the fourth line. On defense, we have Lepinen with Emberson, Stetcher with Brown, Deneen with Prokop, and then Pickard and Tompkins in net. Now, I don't know if Tompkins is going to get in the net. I don't know if it's... I don't know if Pickard is going to get the whole game or not, but... Josh Brown. What do you mean, dude? Josh Brown, 10 out of 10. How do I... Let's see here. What? Hope we get to see the third jersey at least once. We won't see it in preseason, unfortunately. But they will be wearing it, I think, 7 times this season. Exactly, McSorley, exactly. Yo, what's going on, Stuart Skinner? Stu! What's going on, Stu? You had to, yeah. I mean, hey, it's just preseason. Remember, if the Oilers lose in preseason, the games don't matter. But if they win, they matter. This game starting, my Sportsnet doesn't seem to realize it's past 8. It is on TSN 3 tonight or Oilers Plus. It is not on Sportsnet, unfortunately. Who's in goal? Calvin Pickard. Calvin Pickard is in net tonight with Matt Tompkins backing him up. Jets streaming this game? I don't know, actually. I don't know if you can go to their website or not. I think it's on TSN 3 in the Jets region. Sorry about that. Those darn ads. Mochi can touch my base. What? Hey, what's going on, Erica? Free from practice. Let's go. How did practice go? Oh. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah. How are you? Pod set for life? Well, maybe. How you doing, great big man? Day's been good. Day's been good. I'm just trying to add the chat overlay to my OBS because for some reason the chat is not showing up and I don't know why. Browser. Chat. Stream chat. I know how. I know how. Okay. Whoa! Why does the chat look like that? What is happening there? What's going on there with the chat? It's so tiny, you can't even see it. Can't even see the chat. I have a stream vertically. For those who want to watch it on mobile on their phone, they can watch it like vertically, like this. And then for those who want to watch it on like a web browser or their TV, then they can choose to watch it horizontally as well. One for shorts, one for just regular, yeah. Also, my God, this chat box, dude. How do I make this not horrible looking? Like, why does it look like this, bro? Why does the chat box look all busted? What is this? What's going on, Gold? How are you? Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Sounds like a lot of people are sick lately. That's brutal. Yo, what's going on, Number? How are you? I see you there on Twitch. Let's go. Let's try this. Almost. Almost. Okay, not quite. 300 width. There we go. We'll just have the chat show up like this, I guess. I don't know why. I don't know why it looks like this today, but it's fine. Oh yeah, what is going on? Hold on, let's refresh it. Refresh cache. There we go. There we go. Nope, Calvin Pickard's in net today, Lucky. All right. So, puck behind the Jets' net. They're going to move it up the ice. We're all about 40 seconds into the first period here. I don't know. What's up, Stoff? Oh my God, I'm not saying that out loud. It's too funny. Here's a play up the left boards. That's going to go down the ice, and that is a icing on the Jets. What's going on, Seer Gaming? Good to see you again. Feel like the screws on my blades are falling off. Oof, not good. Hamlet's not that bad. I don't mind Hamlet. It's not like amazing. Hey, what's going on? Let's go Oilers. How are you? Off the offensive zone draw. Here's a shot towards the net. Goes wide by Max Jones. Stetcher keeps the puck in. Puck behind the Jets net. Couple players go down. Oilers trying to keep the pressure up. Quinn Hudson, who's had a pretty good camp so far, gets in on the forecheck with Noah Philp. Philp throws a hit. Winnipeg will try and clear it out. And here's Josh Brown. Good old Josh Brown. Oh, here's a play in front. Stolen. Oilers can't get a shot off. Josh Brown across to Stetcher. Stetcher towards the goal, and that doesn't make it to the net. Winnipeg will bring it up the ice here. Here's Pearson for the Jets. To Chiprikov. Chiprikov for Winnipeg in the corner in the Oilers zone. Edmonton, they'll grab possession. Josh Brown behind his net. Good old Josh Brown. We love Josh Brown here. Hey, no, you're all good. You're all good. You're allowed to be, everyone's allowed to be late because there's no such thing as being late to an Austin hockey stream. You're always just on time, no matter when you tune in. What's going on, Vehicle? What's going on, Flamingo? Good to see you again. That's fair. That's fair. No worries. Puck in the neutral zone in front of the Jets bench. Here's Shen across the ice. Scoreless first here with 17:40 to play. Winnipeg just hanging on to the puck. TSN doesn't work on my TV. I'm watching on Oilers Plus, the Oilers Plus website. Oh, man, here's Miller. Walks in front, and that goes just wide. Here's a shot from the point. Now that's blocked by Capone. And we have a high stick. Not a penalty. Just puck was knocked down to the high stick, so we have a whistle. What I think the final score will be, I'm going 5-4 Oilers in overtime. Just for fun. Why not? Ottinger starting versus Minnesota. Dude, I saw Minnesota's lineup tonight. Brutal. Puck off of ref skate. Emberson, he'll play it up the ice to Capone. Capone got stood up at the blue line. Coming to the stream every game, even if it's preseason. Hey, I appreciate that. Same here, same here. Now, I'm not doing like full commentary. Just when things are happening, I'll do some commentary, but I do like just interacting with everyone. Gambling when I get back home right now. Oh, no. Here's Capone trying to get by the official. Winnipeg will take that puck back. Oh, no. Why are you predicting the Jets to win? Here's Jonathan Toews, who's making his Winnipeg Jet debut. He sends that puck around on the cycle. Here's a shot towards Pickard. Easy save. Here's the puck now for Josh Brown. He's being forechecked. Toews can't come up with it. And Kapanen will find Stetcher. Stetcher, he's going to get that up to Ike Howard. Howard behind the net to Kapanen to Nugent Hopkins. Nuge with the puck plays it to the blue line. Here's a shot, and that goes just wide of the net, and Comrie might have got a piece of it. Sandberg plays it up the middle of the ice. That's stolen by Nugent Hopkins, though. He'll play it across to Prokop. And Kapanen sends it back into the Jet zone. That's delayed offside, so the Oilers have to tag up. Winnipeg through the neutral zone now. Chiprikov. He falls momentarily. Keeps the play alive, though. Winnipeg in on the forecheck. Nice job by Dineen to steal the puck, though. Here's Prokop. He'll find Kapanen, who spins back, looks for reinforcements. Off the boards, Noah Philp trying to poke it forward into the Jet zone, but he stood up. Puck deflected in now into the Oilers zone. Goes off of the linesman's skate, though, and not deep. Puck sent back in behind the net. Calvin Pickard's going to leave that for Cam Dineen. Dineen hangs onto it. Dineen still waiting. Dineen up the middle of the ice off of Noah Philp's stick, but he can't come up with possession. Here come the Jets. They'll bring it in. Towards the goal, centered in front, nobody there. And a shot from the point now, that goes way wide. And the Jets, here's another shot and a good save by Calvin Pickard on point blank chance. Barlow had a good chance in the high slot. Here's Quinn Hudson, sends the puck into the Jets zone. Behind the net, Comrie leaves that to Clegg. Here come the Jets. Jets look like they're playing with some pace here. Oilers look a little bit slower. News on Hyman. Oh, what a giveaway here. Here's a shot. And wow, what a save by Calvin Pickard. Oh my God. That is an unbelievable stop by Calvin Pickard. Jeez Louise. What a I don't know who gave that puck away, but Calvin Pickard just made an unbelievable glove save. It looked like Lepinin with the giveaway. My goodness gracious. Here's the puck lifted into the neutral zone by Edmonton. They'll skate it through the middle here. Here's Sandberg with a high flip down the ice. Winnipeg trying to get around the checks. Here's Lepinin. He'll send that across to Savoy. Savoy up the middle of the ice. Oh, man, what a move by Mariala. Trying to sneak through. And here's a shot. And, oh, man, the Oilers are going to get called for a penalty here. Adam Henrique. The Oilers are going to get called for a penalty. And the Winnipeg Jets get the first power play of the game. Was it Prokop with the giveaway? Okay. Hey, what's going on, Allies? Or just Allie, I guess. How you doing? Send Henrique to the moon. So let's see who's going to be on the kill. Now, Savoy did penalty kill the other night against Calgary, so I guess we'll find out if he will still be doing that. Hyman's injury was a dislocated wrist. I had a very, very similar injury when I was a kid playing hockey. Very similar injury. When the injury happened to Hyman, I even said it in my post-game reaction that night that I'm pretty sure it's exactly, well, not exactly, but pretty close to what happened to me. I think that happened in most playoff games. I think it did. Never lucky. I think it did. Yo, what's going on, Squishy? How are you? Where to watch the game tomorrow? Also Oilers Plus. I don't think the game is on Sportsnet, but I could double check for you once there's a whistle. Here come the Jets now. 40 seconds onto the power play. They have yet to get set up. Jonathan Toews into the middle of the ice, and nice job by the Oilers. They'll send that all the way down with 13:20 to play here in the first period. Henrique to the KHL. Erica, you're so mean. Here come the Jets. They'll walk it in behind the net. Emberson trying to play it forward. He'll get it there, and looks like Jones will have a potential breakaway. Here's Max Jones, walks in, and he is being all hooked up, and he takes out Comrie, and no penalty. Max Jones was being all tied up, Nice job by Josh Brown. Keeps the play alive. Nugent Hopkins can't come up with it. Jones took that puck to the net, hit Comrie down. Jones was being all hooked up. No calls. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Winnipeg Jets. Hey, what's going on, Greg? Here's Heinola. He'll send it back. Lambert brings it up the ice with speed. Here comes Lambert across the ice to Barlow. Barlow, puck to the point to Heinola. Across the ice, stolen by Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins will try and find Stetcher, and Stetcher will clear that out of the zone, out of trouble. Nice job by Stetcher there. And the Oilers are going to clear or kill this penalty. Back to 5-on-5. I don't even think Winnipeg got a shot off there. Here's Lepinen now. He'll send that up and around behind the Winnipeg net. And almost to give away to Hudson. Adam Henrique trying to get in on the forecheck. He loses it. Puck flipped through the middle of the ice. Nice job by Hudson. Or Mariala, sorry. He'll find Henrique. He'll send it in deep. Quinn Hudson chases after the puck. Sandberg now. Up the left boards. Hey, no worries, Hockey. No worries. Is Clattenburg in? Clattenburg is not in. I can go over the lineups once there's a whistle. I'll go over the lineups again because a lot of you obviously tuned in just a little bit later when I went over the lineups, which is super okay. They didn't even post the lines until like a half hour before game time anyways today, which is kind of annoying. If I had free will, you do have free will. Who says you don't have free will, Erica? $10:57 to play here in the first period. A lot of neutral zone play. Here come the Jets now, though, just as I say that on transition. Jonathan Taves into the middle. Here's a shot. And that goes off of Pickard's shoulder and out of play. My goodness. So, yeah, here were the lines. We'll quickly go over them. Oops. The lines for this game, now that we have a commercial break: Howard with Nuge and Kapanen. You had Jones with Philp and Hudson. Henrique with Mariala, Savoy. And then Pitlick, Capone, and Griffith. Then you had Lepinen with Emberson, Stetcher and Brown, Deneen and Prokop. And then Pickard in net, Tompkins backing him up. Hey, what's going on, Kyle? Good to see you again. Hey, Janias, how you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, McDavid and Draisaitl will be playing tomorrow. They're going to play tomorrow at Rogers Place in Edmonton. First thought, McDavid. Oh, I know. But I feel like that's the first domino to fall. I think Podkolzin's the first domino. Next, you're going to have Jake Wallman's extension get announced probably pretty soon. And then you'll probably have McDavid's extension announced after that. Hey, sounds good, Chill. No worries. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you soon. Should I pick up Taves in fantasy? I mean, depends if you think he'll be able to come back after a 2.5, 3-year hiatus and put up 20-odd goals, maybe 50-odd points. You think so, Lucky? I don't know. I don't think he should wait that long. When is the deadline on a contract extension? Well, he's under contract for this season, so, I mean, he has 1 year left, basically, whenever the season ends for Edmonton, whether that's in the playoffs or regular season. Heaven forbid they miss the playoffs. Oh, my God. I will have so many crash outs if this team doesn't make the playoffs. Did I see the heavy stick taps from Leo when Chris announced his extension during the practice? I did. Draisaitl loves Podkolzin. And I love that for him. Maybe Janmark will score one by shooting or a wrist shot. Am I asking? You're probably asking for too much. Oh, man. Jonathan Taves off the face-off. Another save by Calvin Pickard. Wow. Jonathan Taves with a good look. He's looking pretty effective right now. He's had about 2-3 shifts where Jonathan Taves has been very noticeable. Can Connor still sign in October? Like this year? Coming up? Like this October or like next October? Because if he's not signed by next October, then that means he's not with any team. He's a free agent. Hey, what's going on, Kyle Taylor? Yeah. Yeah, he can still sign. Like, he can basically sign anytime between now and the end of the season into like April, May, June. Here's Leppinen, takes a hard hit behind his net. Oilers fumbling the puck around here. Nugent Hopkins will find Leppinen. Leppinen up the ice there, trying to find Kapanen. Kapanen leaves it for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins tries to get a quick wrister off. That's blocked in front. He'll send it back to the point. Ty Emberson waiting for a lane with a shot, and that's an easy save for Comrie. Podsy and Dry, absolutely. Yep. That is the next dynamic duo. My go Jake Wallman needs more than Davo. I don't know about that. Here's an offensive zone faceoff for the Oilers. Matthew Savoy's going to take the draw here, and he'll get kicked out of the draw. Never mind. Adam Henrique walks in now. Henrique loses it, or Mariala lost it, sorry. Winnipeg, they'll just send that down the ice. Josh Brown can't come up with it, so he'll just throw a hand grenade to literally nobody. Oh my God, Josh Brown. Winnipeg now in the neutral zone. On the right side, they'll dump it in, and that goes off Josh Brown's body. Not surprised, Josh Brown is 6'12", 614 pounds. Of course, the puck's going to hit him. Savoy trying to split the defense here. He's in on the forward check, getting his stick all tied up in Miller's equipment. Can't come up with it. I'll have a lot to talk about that in 23. Probably in tonight's fan reaction, I'll talk about it. I have a lot of thoughts. Here's Noah Philp with a turnover. Keeps the play alive in the Jet zone, but Winnipeg, again, just getting out of trouble. Oilers haven't really established a forecheck. I'm pretty sure they only have 1 or 2 shots on net right now. Puck comes into the middle of the ice. Here's Quinn Hudson. Oh my goodness, my apologies. I'm yawning here. That's preseason hockey for you. Here's Quinn Hudson. He'll play it up the left wing. That's going to be flipped in by, well, never mind. That goes off of Shannon into the bench, so that went nowhere. Yeah, I won't be surprised about the cuts, Swisher, after tonight. Well, I think like tonight there's going to be cuts, and then I think tomorrow you'll see a lot of cuts after the game tomorrow. I'm with you, Kyle. I'll crash out too if Josh Brown scores. If Pickard starts more net than Stu, I can see us finally finishing in a top spot. What do you think? I mean, Calvin Pickard's stats are also not that great. Like his advanced metrics, like he's not good against top teams. He did stop the bleeding in the playoffs, and he played admirably in the playoffs. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if Pickard. We'll see. Hey, what's going on, Abdi? Good to see you again. Pickard is goated. Hey, TGN, how you doing? I agree with Small. Like, it would be nice if Pickard was that guy. Pickard is a guy that like can come in and stop the bleeding and help you out short term, but long term, I'm not sure. Hey, what's going on, Serge? Stu's going to have a defining year, I think. He's about the age where a goalie really starts to show their potential. Well, he can't get any worse, right? Yes, basically, yeah. Anytime this season, he can sign the extension, Cecilin. 100%. Welcome back, hockey. It'll be an interesting roster this year. It will be. It's already an interesting roster. And the rosters aren't even set in stone yet. We're just having fun, McSorley. We're just saying if Josh Brown scores, we're gonna be disappointed because that means the team might value him over someone else in the lineup. That's kind of what we're alluding to. I think our goal scoring is going to be higher this season. Last year, the Oilers scored about 20 goals less than they were like supposed to based on like advanced analytics and stuff. I think that someone like McDavid, his goal scoring will go back to normal. I think Podkolzin has a good chance to score 15 to 20 this season as long as he's shooting the puck more. Sten's tied up by Pitlick. Oilers trying to come up with it. 8:25 left in the first period. LA Kings of the Corey Perry curse. Poor Corey Perry. Apparently he is injured for quite a while. Thoughts on putting Tomasek with McDavid for a couple shifts or for a game? I'm not against any of it. I'd love to get a look at some of these guys that we brought in and see what they can do. Kapanen deflects the puck in deep. Howard in on the forecheck with Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins along the half wall. Kapanen plays it back to the point. Here's Emberson. Keeps the cycle down low. Here's a play to Kapanen by Howard, and that shot is blocked in front. Oilers trying to keep the play alive, but that puck did come out, so we have an offside. Podkolzin's underlying metrics show that he should be in that 15 goal range. And if he shoots the puck even more than he is forecast, I could see him hitting 20. Podkolzin's underlying metrics very similar to Holloway's, where even though Holloway wasn't scoring, the underlying metrics showed that he was about to pop off. Now, I'm not saying Podkolzin's about to pop off for 25 or 30 goals. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that Podkolzin likely scores at least 15 this season, and he could hit 20. I miss them too. I miss Perry. I miss Browner. Good old Connor Brown with the New Jersey Devils now. Yeah, same McSorley. Got to make tough decisions sometimes. Here's Quinn Hudson now to the left side to Henrique. Hudson trying to cut around Sandberg, but Sandberg, big body, he cuts Hudson off. Hey, what's going on, Layla? Pass to the slot, nobody there. Oilers are going to come up with it. Here's Josh Brown. He's going to skate into the Jet zone on the forecheck. Look at Josh Brown. He's like an extra forward. Adam Henrique now along the boards trying to get that puck free, but he can't. Winnipeg comes up with it. Here's Sandberg behind his own net. Here comes Mariala now on the forecheck, putting a lot of pressure on the Winnipeg defenders. Oh, man, nice job by Savoy on the forecheck. He steals that puck into the middle of the ice. Here's Griffith, and he plays it back to the point, but nobody home, and here come the Jets on a breakaway. Walks in, and doesn't get a shot off. I don't know who that was on Winnipeg that just got a breakaway. That was a bad giveaway by Seth Griffith, though, after the work that Savoy did to keep that puck alive. I agree, and I think Podkolzin, now that he has... Oh, man, here's a centering attempt by the Jets, and that puck goes wide. Winnipeg now, they'll bring it back in to the Oilers zone. Here's Perfetti. Hard around the boards. Kept alive by the Winnipeg forwards here. Nugent Hopkins throws a hit along the half wall. Oilers can't come up with the puck. Now they do. Here's Prokop up the left side. Here's Ike Howard. He's going to send that puck in deep. Being interfered with a little bit. Comrie out of his net to Miller. Miller with a high flip into the Oilers zone just to alleviate some pressure. Here's Kapanen to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins walks it in. Hopkins into the middle of the ice. Oh man, Deneen just can't get a shot off. He was all tied up. Good stick lift by the Jets. Here comes Winnipeg now on transition with a shot. Goes wide. Another shot, and that is on Calvin Pickard. Easy stop with the whistle. Hey, good to see you too, Christian. Good to see you too. We will score less this year simply because we don't have high-scoring Corey Perry anymore, one of the oldest dudes. But, well, you only had 19 goals last year, and Corey Perry also shot at a career high. Corey Perry, even if he wasn't hurt in LA, he probably would score 5 to 10 goals this season in LA anyways. Like, Corey Perry's shooting percentage, completely unsustainable. You got School T. But Hyman, he'll be out till probably November. But there's opportunity. Opportunity knocks for guys like Savoy. Now, I don't know if Ike Howard is going to make the team out of camp, but there's opportunity there. I also agree with that. I agree with that. If you wait to sign a player like Podkolzin, like if the Oilers had decided to wait to sign Podkolzin, right? Then you're risking Podkolzin breakout offensively, and then you're not going to be able to afford him, right? Goals last season. Draisaitl 52, Hyman 27, McDavid 26, Nuge with 20, then Bouchard with 14, Henrique with 12, Podkolzin at 8. But there are guys who will step up and put the puck in the net, right? Where's Evander Kane? How many goals Oh yeah, he didn't play last season. That's right. He showed up in the playoffs. Hey, what's going on, Yang? Good to see you again. You think Tomasek's going to be sneaky this season? I don't know about Tomasek. I know a lot of people seem to like him, but he hasn't shown anything to me where I'm like, you know what? I like him. I hope he signs for less, Seslin, but that's probably the range that he signs for. No point in watching full games. Come on, Janias. The team's going to be good. We're going to have lots of fun this season. Where are the cats? Oh, I can put one of the cat cams on, actually. Hold on. Here we go. Get the kitty cam up. Won't put the kitty cam on the vertical stream, though. So if you want the kitty cam, you have to go to the horizontal stream. I'm with you, Yan. I'm with you. I did change the set. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I'm going to be changing things more. I'm sure things are going to look different for the first game of the season on October 8th. So what, Erica, you're just so unhinged sometimes. I think I'm with you, Vehicle. I think he wants to see how the team is going to come out of the gate, right? Like, is there going to be that fire? Is everyone going to be on top of their game? So we'll have to see how they play out of the gate here. No McDavid or Draisaitl tonight, Oilers girl. They're going to play tomorrow night. They're going to play tomorrow, it sounds like. Here's Josh Brown up the right wing. Matthew Savoy, nice job to get away from a check across the ice to Stetcher. Stetcher down the ice. It goes over Comrie's stick. Henrique in on the forecheck. Puck almost comes to Savoy in the middle. Here's Stetcher. Why did he not shoot that? He plays it back to Josh Brown, and Brown can't keep the puck alive. Brown then turns it around, and he finds Mariala. He'll give that to Henrique with a shot, and that goes wide of the net. Here's Stetcher now. Keeps the play alive once again. Mariala in on the forecheck. Mariala's looked very efficient. I've liked his game a lot. Yeah, but where else would he have a better chance to win a cup, Dacky? That's the problem. Everyone's like, well, he won't sign unless they win. Well, they've been in the finals 2 years in a row. What team could he realistically go to that could spend the money for him that would actually be competitive and give him a chance to win? Unless he truly believes that a Canadian team cannot win the Stanley Cup because of Gary Bettman, if he believes in that conspiracy theory, and he goes and signs with some random American team thinking that that team will just win a cup. I don't think he's signing anywhere. Anywhere else other than Edmonton. I really do think it's Edmonton or bust for him. He's going to the Sharks. I don't know if he'd go to Utah. That would be an interesting one. Here's a shot from the point from the Jets. 2 shots, actually. One of them goes wide. One of them may have been on net. Puck kept alive. Here's Clegg with a shot towards the goal. He's looking for a deflection. That goes way wide. Oh, puck hit a weird bump on the boards. The Oilers look like they're going to be able to clear it here. I like that, Seslin. I like that. That's what I like to hear. 2026 Stanley Cup champions, Edmonton Oilers. That's the energy that we need right now. Now look where we are. Don't worry. He'll re-sign Dacky. He'll re-sign at Edmonton. It'll be long term. Now there are arguments to be made that there is potential bias. I just think hockey's too random of a sport to truly like influence. Here's Lepinen now. He'll skate it into the jet zone on the offside, and they're just going to let him play. Puck into the neutral zone. Mike Greer's going to keep sending Edmonton good players like Wallman for basically free. Here's Kapanen, deflects the puck in deep. Nugent Hopkins will chase after it. Puck along the wall. Winnipeg, they'll get the quick clear here. Here's Sandberg through the middle. Here's Lambert. He'll just send that in deep behind the Oilers net. I like Calvin Pickard's new pads that he's wearing. They look nice. Oh, man. Josh Brown can't come up with the puck. Winnipeg with a bit of pressure here. Josh Brown once again with the puck. He'll send it across the ice. Stetcher to Brown. Brown up the left wing. Throws a bit of a hand grenade to Jones. Jones puts it in deep. I did not know that, Dacky. That is very sad to hear. Are they actually, Kyle? Oh, my God. Well, I know they're trying to bring hockey back to Atlanta. Stetcher cuts off a shot from in front of his own net. Sends it up the boards there. Here's Hudson. Hudson looking to come up with possession. He'll reset. He'll send that puck back to Prokop. Prokop to Dineen. Dineen to Mariala. Mariala with some speed. He'll give that to Hudson. Deflects it in. Henrique chases after it. Miller up the left boards here, or right boards, sorry. Winnipeg will walk it in, and we're going to come to the end of the first period. Pretty uneventful period. Winnipeg outshot the Oilers 7-2, although the NHL website has it 6-3. But that may have been the lowest event period I've ever watched. I don't think either team, I think Winnipeg had one high danger chance, and I think the Oilers had 0. The German Gretzky. How are things going? Who's in net? We got Calvin Pickard in net, and he's played good. He's had to make a couple big saves. Also, I hope you're doing well, Christy. Have you gotten your hat yet, by the way? If it's Oilers and Panthers again, 1, perfect chance of redemption for Edmonton. 2, if the Oilers were to lose to Florida 3 years in a row, I'm shutting the YouTube channel down. I'm just never making content again. I will heel turn so hard and become a Florida Panthers fan. I'm telling you. Thanks to him being terrible. Could you imagine? Imagine if he signed with some Asian hockey league? That would be crazy. Yeah, there was opportunities for us to shoot the puck that period. We did not shoot the puck. Also, for those who did tune in a little bit late, I will go over what the lines were, by the way. The lines for this game, you had Howard with Nuge and Kapanen on the first line, Jones with Philp and Hudson. Now, in that first period, I liked Hudson's game a lot. I thought he looked good. Third line, Henrique, Mariala, and Savoy. I thought Savoy had a good period as well. Pitlick, Capone, Griffith. And then on defense, you had Lepinen with Emberson, Stetcher and Brown, Dineen and Prokop, with Calvin Pickard in the crease. Just in case those of you were wondering what the lines were, I figured I'd go over them just one more time. Let me believe. I have been predicting Carolina to go to the Cup final for the last 5 years in a row. Florida's feud, yeah, not good. How are the fellas playing so far? It's preseason. It's preseason, folks. That's how they're playing. Hey, let's go, Christy. I'm glad you got the hat. That makes me happy. Everyone got their prizes, which makes me very happy. I'm glad that there was no issues with getting them. That's true, David. Preseason vibes are just different. Hey, listen, if the Oilers win, then I care. But if they lose, then I don't care, right? I'm becoming a Stars fan. I wouldn't blame you, Erica. I wouldn't blame you at all. Odds of Florida finishing the dynasty this or next year, as long as it's not at the expense of the Oilers. I don't really. I'm pretty indifferent. I honestly no. I actually don't want them to have a dynasty. They got their 2 cups. I want them to go another 50 years without winning anything now. They've had their 2. I want 1. I just want 1 as an Oilers fan, please. I've been watching this team since 1997. And now I'm 32, and that's pretty young comparatively to a lot of people who watch hockey. I've only been watching the team for 18 years or so. 20 years? Hold on. 32. 25 years. I had to do math. 27 years? 27 years. Sure. Seeing the Oilers lose in 06 was heartbreaking. Seeing them lose in Game 7 in 2024 was even more heartbreaking. And then seeing them lose last year in 6, oh boy, that's not even heartbreaking. I'm just pissed off. For fear of being a heretic, he leaves. Oh, I agree. 1 cup's not enough. But as a fan, I'm trying to be nice. And I just want 1. Other than the Canes, Florida ain't making it because Tkachuk cover. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, no. All 3 Tkachuk brothers, they've jinxed their team. So Ottawa, no chance, and Florida, no chance. I wish I could be as old as you, David, to feel that joy that you've been able to feel. But yeah, 1 to start. If the Oilers lose to the Panthers again, I will turn into a Toronto fan. Oh my God. You were 7 for the first cup? Okay, so you're not that old. You're good. You're chilling. To answer my own question earlier, according to Brianne Swain of the Hockey Writers, Rhett and Rem are related to former Oilers forward Tyler Pitlick. Tyler is their cousin. That is very interesting. That is also a very fun fact. Thank you. I was born in 93. Yep. I was born in August of 93. So I wasn't actually even technically alive when the cup was awarded in 1993. Since I've been alive, no Stanley Cups have been awarded to a Canadian team. Now, am I the problem? Maybe. Who knows? I hope not, McSorley. Oh my God. Everyone call me Unk. So you're in the prime of your life, David. You're chilling. You're chilling, man. Started watching just as my local team, the Jets, left for Arizona. Then you adopted. Oh man, Dak. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I can see why maybe there's some concern then that McDavid walks. Hey, I love that, McSorley. Love that. Why? Montreal did win the last one. Yeah, 93. Oh, yeah, St. Louis is also with the cover curse. That's right, because Keith Tkachuk is on the cover. So that means the Blues are also cursed. I almost forgot. Yeah, it's my fault. What do you think? Should I heel turn and rebrand the whole channel to like some other team? Do you think that would actually make the Oilers win? Like if I just like did like a hard heel turn like in wrestling and I became the biggest Florida fan ever? All the jerseys hanging up behind me, just change them to Florida jerseys. You think that means Edmonton would win the cup? Against our annoying little siblings. If you want to be a Leafs fan, they are my other Canadian team. Oh, Christie. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. At least you can see the Oilers have some semblance of success. You can actually see them win playoff series, so that's something. Rebranded. Well, no, I can't jinx the Sabres. Or not the Sabres, the Bruins either, right? Okay, I don't worry. I wouldn't actually do that. I promise. I'm not going to heel turn. I'm not going to rebrand the channel. I just think it'd be funny to think about. At one point, the Oil Kings had more fans in a building than Florida. That is true. We need more than 2 shots in a period. I agree with you. Oh, God. N23, no. That's true, David. My dad has told me that story, too. He was golfing that day. August 9th, 1989. A day that will live on in infamy in oil country. Or, sorry, 88. August 9th, 1988. Who got the 2 shots? Let's see. Max Jones had one of them, and Prokop had one of them. And Josh Brown had one too. Join the dark side. We have cookies. Dude, LA, don't be surprised if they miss the playoffs horribly this season. Just don't be surprised. Hey, what's going on, Robin? Yeah, definitely hit the like button. Whether you're watching in the shorts format, so vertical, or if you're watching in the horizontal format, make sure you smash the like button. As many likes as possible. And subscribe to the channel, of course, for daily Oilers content, as per usual. Jinx the Rangers. Yeah, okay. I don't have anything against the Rangers. See, Erica gets rage baited by us talking about how good Matthias Janmark is, but then she tries to rage bait us talking about Cody Ceci. How does it feel to get 6 shots in a full game? It's great. I also love their goaltender too. Last year's picture, he's all big happy smiles, and then this year's picture, he's not happy at all. Yeah, I agree. If the Kings are a playoff team this year, which I don't think they will be, but if they are, it'll be because of Darcy Kemper. When we play in LA, everyone gives CC a hug. You know, I was so hard on Cody Ceci when he was in an Oilers uniform. And when I'm hard on players, it's not because I dislike them as people. I'm just purely judging them based on their effectiveness on the ice. In front of the Wildest Saloon and do autographs and pictures for the fans. I've got pics with Coffey, Anderson, McSorley, and Semenko. That's really cool, Snowman. That's really cool, actually. Times sure have changed, huh? Yeah, that's fair, David. It's always good to have the facts, right? But obviously, the facts, understanding that Pocklington had no money, he was running the team into the ground, and he sold Gretzky. It wasn't even like a trade. He sold him. He wanted the money. They do not do practices at Wested. They do signings, like autograph signings in Wested, but they do not do practices. As long as it's not against us, Squishy, I'm okay with whoever CC is playing any Game 7 against. One poor mofo says, CC and Nurse was a deadly combo. We need that back. Yeah, it was deadly on my heart. I'm pretty sure my heart is defective because of Nurse and CC and the stress that it put on me. Who will be our rats this year? I mean, I could see a bit of Podkolzin. He can muck it up. Clattenburg if he makes the team. If 97 doesn't extend by the trade deadline, do you consider moving him or letting him walk for nothing? I don't even like getting involved in a discussion like this, but because you've asked me and it's like, I have to answer the question. You're going to lose any trade that involves Connor McDavid. But for the future of the team, you would have to consider moving him if he's not signed by the trade deadline. As bad as that sounds. Exactly, vehicle. Trent Frederick, that's right. Yeah, Trent Frederick. Heart attacks and heartbreak. This team serves it up on the regular, and yet I still love them. I come back every year. My mom has a picture of me sitting in the Stanley Cup as a kid at one of the 80s player parties my parents were invited to. Oilers fan for life. I love that, Sumana. I love that. Fun fact, the only time I've ever been near the Stanley Cup was the one and only time I've been to the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto. I went in August of 2013, and I did not touch the trophy, and I was wearing my Ryan Smith jersey. Smitty's behind me there. I was wearing that jersey, and I did not touch the cup because I'm very superstitious about that as an Oilers fan. I agree, Kyle, but you know what? Lewandowski and Tommy Lafreniere, they have a potentially bright future in oil country. I like what they brought to camp. I think it's good to send them back to junior now. Let them play full season. Wore my Oilers jersey for school pictures. Love that. I used to do the same thing. I mean, that's also possible, Tobias, but why wouldn't they announce it, you know? Seeing she's just rage baiting everyone. I don't care if this sounds diabolical. Hold on, I got to read that comment. But Winnipeg would win a cup with Decord while Seattle would be picking top 5 with Hellbuck. Interesting. I'll always believe that Hellbuck is a system goalie. He could be. The Jets do play very good in front of him, but he does play pretty good too. Is there any news or feedback on this Frederick Podkolzin line? No. Not yet. Frederick likely plays with Leon and Connor tomorrow. Don't know when Podkolzin will play with Leon. Or my Oilers jersey to work for the playoffs. It can be a bit awkward potentially as my company is the prime sponsor for another team. You know what? You wear that jersey loud and proud, my friend. Every time. Forcing criminals to watch the Nurse and Cece defense pair could be an effective interrogation method. Oh my God. Now, what's more effective? Those two? Watching those two together or just watching any shift with Josh Brown on the ice? Like, if you literally had to choose, like, if there was no, like, gun to your head, you have to watch 30 minutes of Nurse and Cece on the ice together or 30 minutes of Josh Brown. And it has to be consecutive. Like, you've got to watch 30 minutes straight. You can't look away. What are you picking? Stuart Skinner on breakaways is peak heart attack. Stuart Skinner just in general when he comes out of his crease. Oh my God. Everyone's choosing Nurse and Cece. That's so funny. Puljujärvi looked awkward on the ice, but he was an effective player. I wish that they would have let him carve out like a bottom 6 role. Stolarz is good. It's a shame that the Oilers let him go for nothing because they didn't think he was going to be anything. At least you'll spend most of it in the box. Yeah. Okay, well, the 30 minutes is just 30 shifts then. You can watch 30 shifts of Josh Brown. So I'll put together a little compilation of Josh Brown actually not in the penalty box. If I were to get a Bruins jersey tomorrow, who would I get? I'm also a Boston fan. Bergeron, Chara, Rass, Thomas were my favorites. Oh boy, that's a tough one. Now I love me some pasta. I love Pasternak, but I would definitely get a Charlie McAvoy jersey. Charlie McAvoy for sure. Is Pickard funny in net? At least he seems more stable in net. It's anything to get out of that room. How many minutes? Oh, no fights. It's just trying to watch Josh Brown play hockey for 30 minutes. If I get all my 30 level classes this semester, I only have English 30 next. It'll be my only class. I'm saying, hey, let's go Oilers PF. That's exciting. Love to hear that. Your McAvoy as well, Christy. Love that. Yeah, Janmark jersey. If Janmark gets a hat trick this season, we're getting a Janmark jersey, folks. Yeah, we'll see how Peter Aubrey does with the goalies. All right, so the shots are officially 6-3. Now, I don't know how the Oilers even had 3 shots on net, but I'm going with what the NHL website said. Need to sleep 3 a.m. in my place. Good hockey evening to you. Hey, you too, N23. I appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. What do I think of the new 3rd jersey? I love it. It's my favorite jersey the team has ever released. I think it's their best jersey. Here's a shot from the point, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard early in the 2nd period. Get a I have a Marchand Bruins jersey, by the way. I want a Draisaitl. I have so many Draisaitl jerseys, but I may have to just get another one. I may have to get another one and get the 3rd jersey. Right? It does look good. I love it. Here's a puck up through the neutral zone, dumped in by Howard. Nugent Hopkins chases after it. Kapanen can't grab it behind the net. Here's Salamance through the middle of the ice to no one. Ty Emberson will pick that up and skate behind his own goal. Here's Ty Emberson with some speed. He'll bring it up the ice, give it to Ike Howard. Howard through the middle. Bit of a giveaway there. Unforced by Howard. And once again, he'll just flip it in deep into the Jet zone. We are in Winnipeg, Bubsy. Yeah, we are in Winnipeg tonight. Also, good to see you. Also, for everyone who has subscribed and hit like on the live stream tonight, thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. Here's Adam Henrique in the middle of the ice. Mariala sends it to Stetcher. Stetcher with a dump in. Hard and around. The Oilers trying a lot of dump and chase, and they're just not able to win any board battles right now. Savoy in on the forecheck. He does force a penalty, I think. That's got to be a delay of game. Good job by Matthew Savoy. Got in on the forecheck, and Heinola for the Jets. Or Shen on Winnipeg. Took a delay of game penalty, so the Oilers have a power play. I appreciate it, Bubsy. I don't know, Kyle. I couldn't tell you. Savoy 3rd jersey, maybe. I need to see more from Savoy at the NHL level before I buy one of his jerseys. I don't want to jinx the kid. The last time I bought a jersey of a young player on Edmonton, I bought a Taylor Hall jersey. Jordan Eberle. And we all know that Eberle did not last very long in oil country. So here's a puck all the way down the ice for the Jets. Ooh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a Hyman 3rd jersey. Now, depending on Wallman's extension, however many years he may sign for, I'll probably, I'm thinking of getting a Wallman as well. Bouchard would be nice. Here's Henrique, keeps the puck alive. Why is Adam Henrique getting power play time? Here's Leppinen, gives it to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Leppinen. Oilers trying to set up on the power play. Puck comes across to Howard, to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins trying to walk through the slot area, and he just loses it, and that's sent down the ice. Very unfortunate play by Nuge there. Got to get a Nuge jersey. I don't know. Maybe. Here's Pitlick across. Sent in by Hudson. Oilers trying to get in on the forecheck. Winnipeg doing a nice job, not allowing any kind of sustained pressure, though. 53 seconds to go on the power play for Edmonton. Puck back in their own zone. Calvin Pickard's in net tonight. Hey, what's going on, CU Hockey? Just logged on. Hope Nuge, Nurse, and Henrique are playing. They need all the practice they can get. Well, Henrique and Nuge are in the lineup tonight. Nurse is not playing tonight. First jersey was an Eberle jersey. Very nice. Here's a puck Into the Jets zone. Hudson comes up with it. Hudson centers it in front. Oh, man. And Pitlick couldn't get the shot off. Here's Quinn Hudson again. Hudson's looked good. He'll play it to the point to Dineen. Dineen across the ice. Puck to Hudson with a one-timer, and that's a good stop by Comrie. Hudson tried to play back to the point, and a bit of a misread there by Dineen, and that'll end the power play for Edmonton. But Quinn Hudson, he set up a good play, and he got a shot on net himself. So, yeah, I don't know if Henrique's the guy I want out there on the power play, though. He can't even move his feet. I'd rather someone that can get into the dirty areas of the ice. Here's Philp with Mariala trying to fight for the puck. Across the ice. Nice job by Edmonton. Josh Brown keeps that puck alive. Let's go, Josh Brown. Winnipeg, though, quickly steals it. And they'll send it up the right boards. Deflected in deep behind the Oilers' net. Josh Brown making a play here. He's being pressured by two Jets, and they steal it from him. But don't worry. The Oilers come up with it. Here's Capone. Capone skates it through. He's being tied up. Mariala with a shot, and that's a good save by Comrie. Puck behind the Jets net now. Oilers looking to, I mean, they're getting some looks here. Noah Philp can't come up with it. Tries to throw it towards the goal, and the Jets will come up with it. Here's Clark now. Or Clegg to Miller. Lambert gives it away. Kept in momentarily by Kapanen, and Kapanen will circle back into his own zone. And here's Ike Howard, left wing. Howard spins away, trying to center it out in front. He gives it to Kapanen, and Kapanen can't get the shot off. Here's another shot for the Oilers, and that goes high and over the net. I would have liked to see Howard get a shot on net there, but almost set up Kapanen for a tap-in. Here's Nugent Hopkins now with the puck towards the goal. That's off of a leg and down the ice. Nugent Hopkins looking to reset, 15:05 to play. Puck comes up the left wing to Ike Howard. Howard towards the goal. Good shot. Stopped by Comrie. Howard behind the Jets net. Fights for the puck. Howard. He's going to be checked. Kapanen into support. Winnipeg with possession, though. Oilers, bad pinch by, I don't know which defender that was. Winnipeg, they'll bring it up. Bit of an odd mad rush, but nice job by Ty Emberson to break that up. Here's a shot towards the goal, and that deflects wide. Shen with the shot initially. Puck behind the Oilers' goal now. Emberson, once again, he'll play it off the glass, and that bounces over a stick. And the Oilers, they're going to get a change. Ike Howard needed off the ice. He'd been out there for a while. Here's Winnipeg now. They'll spin it back. Shen across. Here's Heinola. Heinola skates it through the neutral zone, and he takes a hard hit by Emberson. Here's Lepinen now to the right wing. Up the middle of the ice to Henrique. Henrique through the middle, trying to find Savoy on the right side there, and Henrique loses it. Here come the Jets on transition. Here's Taves towards the goal. That's an easy stop for Calvin Pickard with 13:58 to play. Dude, my mustache facial hair right now is bugging me. I keep getting hairs in my mouth. I might just rage shave it after the game tonight. Kitty Cam is just different. Yeah, good old Kitty Cam. Look at Kitty. He's being a sleepy boy. First jersey, Grubauer and Skinner ordered them at the same time. That's cool. Shave it and show it in the post game. Everyone will be like, what the heck? It should be a crime that Ice District is selling. Hey, man. Players get a certain percentage of revenue from jerseys sales, so Josh Brown needs all the money he can get, okay? Shave needed. Shave is needed. Shave is needed. I was hoping to put it off until, because I want to be clean shaven for game 1 of the regular season, but I may have to shave it sooner. Am I ever going to collab with any other NHL channels, Austin? Oh boy, well, wouldn't you like to know that I have reached out to many creators, and 99% of the time I don't even get a response. So we're staying in our lane for now, and my DMs are always open if anyone ever wants to collab with me. My unicorn jersey still is Solani. Hey, there you go. Just let me know if I need any names. Ace from Running with the... I don't know who that is. Weird, on my phone I can see Kitty, but on TV it's the ratio of a short. Oh, weird. I think you can switch the, you can probably switch it. Oilers climbing back in the shots. They are now at 6 shots. I should update that. 7 shots for the Jets. Offensive zone draw. Oilers win it. Josh Brown, he'll play puck up the right boards. Adam Henrique will chase after it. Henrique, hard around. Oilers trying to get their cycle going here. Stetcher trying to keep the play alive. Winnipeg doing a good job, though. Quick one and dones for the Oilers. Nice job, though, by the Oilers once again. Capone sends it in deep. But Sandberg with the puck now. Here come the Jets to Perfetti. Perfetti stops up, centers it. Taves behind the Oilers' net. He'll cycle it around back to the point. Here's Sandberg to Miller with a shot, and that's another easy save for Calvin Pickard. Interesting. Probably the algorithm, right? Like, I don't watch any New Jersey stuff, so yeah, the algorithm probably just doesn't send him to me. He hacked the system with the PP. Yeah, I forgot Jay Woodcroft was on Anaheim now. Nick's cool. I chat with Nick. I've chatted with Nick. Locked On Oilers is great. Nick took over for me, actually, on Locked On Oilers because I got too busy with my own channel that I wasn't able to fulfill the Locked On content. So Nick actually took over for me. Oilers take a look at Chinikov or revisit Roslovic. I would be okay with Chinikov. That's a player that I would put a good bet on, but Locked On Austin. Jets trying to get the puck out of their zone. Dineen momentarily keeps it alive. Nice job by Mariala to read that Dineen was along the boards there. So Mariala came back to play some defense. That was a good read by Mariala. Real good hockey sense. Inside the Oiler blue line. Shaw keeps the play alive. It goes off the ref. The ref's been getting in the way of a few of these pucks here. Here's Hudson now to Mariala. Dineen. Left wing into the middle of the ice. And that's going to be to Noah Philp. Towards the goal and it's deflected in by Quinn Hudson. Quinn Hudson gives the Oilers a 1-0 lead. And Quinn Hudson's deserved it. Quinn Hudson has deserved that effort. He has looked so good. But Noah Philp, he recognizes that there are bodies in front. He throws it to the top of the crease, and nice job by Hudson. He just flips his stick on an angle, flips it over the glove of Comrie, and it's 1-0 Edmonton. Quinn Hudson's had a great preseason. That is a player that could make this team, and I would love it if he did. Here's a play now off the faceoff. 1-0 Edmonton off a goal by Quinn Hudson, assisted by Philp. Here's Capone. Cycles it behind the Jets' goal. Noah Philp can't come up with it, though. Puck down into the Oilers' zone. And that's going to be icing on the Jets with 12:04 to play. Where can I watch the game? Prinka, you can watch on TSN 3 if you live in the Jets region. You can watch on Oilers Plus, but I don't recommend it because you have to pay for Oilers Plus, or you can sail the high seas. I'm sure someone in the comments can help you out with potentially where in the high seas you could watch the game. Offensive zone draw. Oilers don't come up with it. Here's Lambert. He spins it around. Heinola up the middle to Lambert. Lambert being checked by Noah Philp. Nice job by Philp defensively there in his own zone. Puck broken up. Barlow to the blue line. Heinola towards the Oilers' goal, and that goes high and wide. Cam Dineen with the second assist, by the way. So Hudson just scored from Noah Philp and Cam Dineen. And here's Leppinen now. Walks in. Leppinen. He doesn't shoot. He could have. Stops up. Left circle. Here's a shot now, and that goes off of Noah Philp's body, or maybe Comrie made a save. Here's another shot towards the net. Goes wide once again. And here come the Jets now. Here's Lambert. 1-on-2. He'll play it in the middle. And who was that? Nice job by Ike Howard defensively to break up that play. It was a 3-on-2 for the Jets, potentially 2-on-1. Ike Howard with a great defensive play. He'll get in on the forecheck now. Throws it in deep. Jets, though, once again, they'll grab it through the middle of the ice. Here's Pearson. He drops it. Here's a shot, deflects wide of the goal. Winnipeg looking to tie this thing up. Here's Salamons. He'll play it around the boards. Kapanen can't come up with it, but he does get just enough on that puck as it comes out into the neutral zone. Nugent-Hopkins applying a bit of pressure as Winnipeg resets. Here's Pearson for Winnipeg. Skates by Stetcher. Josh Brown can't quite come up with the puck there. Behind the net, Chiprikov. Oh, he centers. Here's a shot. Oh, man, what a save by Calvin Pickard on Pearson. Bit of a reactionary save. Pearson had the whole right side of the net to shoot at, and he shot it into Pickard, but Pickard made a good save, if that makes sense. Man, good save by Picks. Big dick Picks, baby. Let's go. I mean, Hudson and Howard could realistically be in the AHL to start the year. And yeah, they should be lighting up the AHL if that's the case. Why can't I film the screen that I'm watching? Because the NHL will copyright strike my channel. That's why. Yo, Lola, thank you so much for once again becoming a member. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. I got to make sure that I get this above here. W's in the chat for Lola. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're the best, Lola. Oilers trying to make a few changes here. Drone bomb. Exactly. Here's Noah Phil behind his own goal. To Leppinen. Leppinen can't get it out. Kept in by the Jets. It'll come across to Emberson. Emberson to Noah Philp. Philp, nice pass. He'll play it up the middle of the ice. Here's Pitlick now on his backhand. Across. Here's Emberson with a shot. He's looking for a deflection in front, and that goes just wide. Here's a shot from the point by Emberson again. That's blocked by the Jets. Devils out shooting the Islanders 35-9. Oh my God. Kyle's predictions. First Vegas, second Oil, third LA. I don't know about LA. I don't know about that. Unless those were the standings from last. Well, no. No, because they have the Oil above. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, dude. Tony Stetcher scoring next. Here's Ike Howard into the middle of the ice. Oh, man, Josh Brown can't come up with it, but nice job by Stetcher. Walks in the slot. Oh, and he tried to give it to Nugent-Hopkins. What a wide open net. I don't know why this team is allergic to shooting. Here's Kasperi Kapanen now. He'll send it to the blue line. Stetcher with a shot, deflects wide. Kapanen keeps it alive, gives it to Nugent-Hopkins. Here's Kapanen, back to Stetcher. Josh Brown with a shot. That goes way wide of the net. I don't even think that lifted off the ice. That slap shot looked like me when I was 8 years old. Here's Stetcher now. He walks the line. He'll play that to Kapanen. Nice job by Kapanen. Couple moves. He'll play it to Stetcher. Stetcher, right circle. Looking for a shooting lane. Plays it to Nugent-Hopkins. Here's Josh Brown. High slot with a shot. That goes off of the glove of Comrie. Here's Kapanen now to Brown. Brown, back to Kapanen, left circle. He'll bring it into the middle of the ice. Troy Stetcher now. Down the right wing, behind the goal to Nugent-Hopkins. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins spins away from a check. Nice job by the Oilers on the forecheck here. Nugent-Hopkins behind the goal. He'll play it to Dineen. Oilers getting some changes. Dineen gives that puck to Howard. Howard to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins back to Ike Howard in the far corner. To Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins. He'll drop it back to Dineen. Dineen, right circle. Dineen still walks in behind the Jets net. Plays it back to the point. Nugent-Hopkins fakes a slap shot. Here's Dineen again to Howard. Howard with a shot, and that's stopped by Comrie. Here's Cam Dineen now. He's going to walk in and take a slap shot, and that goes just wide of the net too. Nugent-Hopkins, who's been out there forever. That Oilers top line with just tons of pressure, and I don't even know if they got a shot on goal there, but my goodness. Ooh, that's brutal, Colby. That's brutal. He's like, stop giving me the puck. Yeah, poor Josh Brown, dude. Here's a puck up the ice, and that's going to be offside by Mariala with 6:50 to play. Bit of a commercial break here. Markstrom conceded 2 goals on 12 shots to the... Oh, Markstrom. Come on, Markstrom. I also think the Ducks are going to surprise. I think Anaheim could be a playoff team this year. In fact, I did predict them to, I think, finish 3rd in the Pacific, which is probably not going to happen, but I like to believe that Anaheim is going to have a good year. Calgary will likely regress unless Dustin Wolf has another year. If Dustin Wolf plays like he did last year, Calgary very easily could be a playoff team. But Calgary's underlying metrics were not solid. A lot of games they were being bailed out by Dustin Wolf, so. I really hope Edmonton and LA do not play in the first round again. Like, could you imagine, bro, if the Oilers played LA in the first round again, and then played Dallas in the conference finals again, and then played the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup finals again? Scriptwriters got to get more creative. That's true, Colby. That's true. When did the Oilers score? Earlier in the period, Quinn Hudson scored off of a deflection feed from Noah Philp. Edmonton and LA will play in the second round this time. You know what? See, that's the type of change that we need here. Calgary mids. Have I ever thought about Edmonton versus LA round 5? No, because I don't want to think about that. It hurts my brain thinking about that. This is why we go back to 1-8. I think if we did go back to 1-8, I'm pretty sure the Oilers still would have played LA two times out of the last 4 years. I think. I could be wrong. Matt Tompkins is in now. Okay, well, you know what? Calvin Pickard did his job. Let's see how Tompkins does now. Back from commercial break here. Here come the Jets. Yeah, Tompkins is in goal. Here's a shot from the blue line, deflected on Tompkins. Early save for him. Puck comes back to the blue line across the ice, and here's a shot. Good deflection or block by Mariala. And Prokop struggling to come up with it. Winnipeg looking to get in on the forecheck now. Along the half wall, it's going to be skated up by Noah Philp. Noah Philp, he'll give that to Mariala. Mariala spins away from a check behind the Jets net. Tries to find Noah Philp with the puck. Mariala can't quite come back up with it. And Winnipeg will get that out. Oilers will maintain possession, though. Here's Leppinen with a hard shot in, and Adam Henrique almost had a partial breakaway there if he'd been able to come up with it. Here's Adam Henrique, though, still with the puck. Henrique across. He'll give it to Ty Emberson. Emberson along the half wall. Back to Emberson. Emberson with a shot on net, and Comrie with the easy save right into the chest protection. Tompkins, make me buy your jersey. Tompkins played great, all things considered. I think fans, they'll look at the 12 shots and be like, okay, well, 3 goals on 12 shots is not great, but it's got to be Vegas round 2. And man, I'd love to see Jets or Colorado as the opponent for the Western Conference Final. Total wildcard choice here. Canes versus Oil. I like that vehicle. I would like to see Edmonton maybe redeem themselves after 06 and go up against Carolina. That would be great. Thoughts on Jonathan Toews? He looked good earlier in the game. He hasn't been as noticeable in the second period, but all things considered, I think Jonathan Toews has looked just fine for Winnipeg. Is Skinner going to get traded or no? Probably not. I can't imagine, unless like you're getting like a bona fide starter. I can't imagine them trading Stuart Skinner. Just because of the age. If Stuart Skinner was like 30, yeah, I would imagine he would be on his way out. Likely bought out, but That's fair. Yeah, that's super fair. The Oilers did not play that amazing at home. We'll have to see. Like Stuart Skinner. Now, if Skinner has even a average year, if Skinner puts up a 906, 2.7 GAA, and the Oilers win 50 games, and Stuart Skinner wins like 35 of them, Stuart Skinner will get paid $5 to $6 million a year, like minimum. Now, do you want Stuart Skinner to be your starter, making $5 to $6 million a year? I don't know. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what his extension looks like in the near future if they sign him. Hey, what's up, Unseen Bones? How you doing? Puck in the corner. Henrique will chase after it. Winnipeg, though, they'll stop up. Miller to Lambert. Lambert through the neutral zone. Oilers can't come up with it, and Savoy takes a bit of a late hit on the offside. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Off the face-off, Oilers blue line, Jets come up with it. Miller dumps it in behind the Oilers goal. Tompkins can't play the puck. Stetcher tries to grab it. Stetcher with a bit of a hook there. Not going to get called for some reason. Not sure about that one, ref. Troy Stetcher, though, battles for it. He'll skate it up the ice. Kapanen can't grab it. Here's a play. Nice block by Josh Brown. But Lambert comes up with it again. Here's a shot from the point. Stopped by Tompkins. Rebound in front, and Tompkins with another save. Clegg with the shot. Here's Miller now. Miller, he'll give it across. Barlow can't get the shot on net. Oh, what a giveaway that was. Oh, my God. Here's a one-timer, and that goes just off the outside of the net. My goodness gracious. Lambert keeps the play alive. Oilers just not managing this puck well. Here's Miller now. Miller towards the goal, and he scores. Miller makes it a 1-1 game as the Oilers just can't get the puck out. Also, Josh Brown was on the ice for a goal against. He's a -1. I just want to point that out, that Josh Brown was on the ice. That puck went off of someone and in. I don't know who that hit. Looked like it went off someone and in. It might have went off Josh Brown. He's screening his own goalie, man. I don't know if that actually hit. They're saying Barlow. They're saying Barlow is getting the goal. Went off of Barlow's body or his stick. Josh Brown is more exciting. Yeah, experienced Josh Brown hockey is right. My goodness gracious. So 15-23, time of the goal for the Jets. We have a tie game here, 1-1. Here's Shen up the middle of the ice. That's going to be deflected in deep. Prokop for the Oilers. He'll skate it forward. He'll give that puck to Philp. Philp off the half wall. Philp chases after it now. And he can't quite come up with it. And I'm watching a Winnipeg Jets graphic on the screen. Can't see what's happening here. Barlow's name is just all over the screen right now. Okay, we're back. All right, 4 minutes to go in the second. Winnipeg behind their own net. They'll play it through the neutral zone. Behind the Oilers' net, thrown towards the net. Here's a shot. Oh, my goodness. And Tompkins might have got a piece of that. Salamonts had a pretty good look in the high slot there. Here's Lepinen now, up the middle of the ice. And Quinn Hudson trying to make a play, and he loses it. Winnipeg on transition. Here come the Jets. Here's Nyquist. He'll walk it in with a shot short side by Perfetti, and that goes off the outside of the net. Maybe it hit Tompkins in the shoulder. I'm not sure. Here's Winnipeg. I mean, Winnipeg's had some good shifts here. The Oilers, they were looking good earlier in the period. Here's Nyquist. Walks it in for the Jets on a pass from Taves. Sandberg with a shot from distance, and Tompkins will hang on to that one. Yeah, I saw that 105 decibels from the fan. I don't know if that was like a real decibel reading, though. There's no way. Wait, what's going on Twitter? Kyle, what happened? What'd I miss? Here's an offensive zone faceoff for the Jets. And Josh Brown was high sticked. And looks like there's going to be a penalty to Winnipeg. Oilers will get a power play here. Josh Brown drawing a call. Usually he's the one going to the box. But 2-minute penalty against the Jets. Doer going to the box. They've updated the shot count. It is 11-9 in favor of Winnipeg now. Oh, I see. All right, power play for Edmonton. Let's see if they can get the lead back. Josh Brown was out for an L, but now it's a W. He drew a penalty. Let's see if they can capitalize here. Adam Henrique playing center. He'll take the draw. Doesn't come up with it. Nugent Hopkins will try and battle for it, and he wins it back to Leppinen. He'll give it to Howard. Ike Howard across the ice to Nugent Hopkins. Puck bouncing around. Nugent Hopkins to the middle to Savoy. Here's Leppinen. Across to Howard with a one-timer, and that's stopped by Comrie. Howard's stick exploded on that shot, by the way. Nugent Hopkins will play it back to Leppinen. Leppinen to Nugent Hopkins, top of the left circle. Across to Howard with a one-timer, and he scores. Ike Howard makes it a 2-1 game from the Draisaitl one-time spot. He beats Comrie 5-hole, and it is 2-1 Edmonton. So Ike Howard, that is his most lethal weapon. It's the one-timer. It's a shot. It beats Comrie. Comrie probably wants that one, honestly. Howard didn't get all of it, but that is a power play goal. Ike Howard makes it a 2-1 game for the Oilers. I agree, Dacky. Ike Howard has looked pretty solid. Finally goated. That's right. Max Jones left the game. Uh-oh, what happened to Max Jones? Is he okay? Is he traded? Already sent down to Bakersfield. Chris Knobloch told him, you're not even coming back out onto the ice, bro. You're gone. Exactly. I think Ike Howard, bright future. There's going to be a bright future for Ike Howard. But Brown did. Here's a puck in the middle of the ice. Oilers can't come up with it. Now they kind of do. Noah Philp, what's going on here? Penalty coming up to the Jets or the Oilers? No, Oilers are shorthanded. Power play coming up to the Jets. Hey, bot hates me. Oh, no. Yeah, you did. You did say that he was going to score. Another high sticking penalty. Keep your sticks down, bro. Noah Philp in the box for high sticking. Hey, what's going on, Johnny Blazy? Good to see you again. Where can you watch the game? Taylor, you can watch on TSN 3. If you're in the Jets region, you can watch on Oilers Plus, but I don't recommend paying for Oilers Plus. It is not worth it. And then you can sail the high seas and watch on a... Well, I can't say any websites out loud, but you could sail the high seas and watch the game somewhere online. Here's Perfetti to Jonathan Taves. Taves behind the Oilers' goal. Winnipeg on the power play here. That puck will come to the point to Pearson. Pearson right circle. Cycles it to Nyquist, to Miller. And he's going to find Perfetti to Miller. Miller to Nyquist. Top of the circle, down low. Here's Jonathan Taves, or Pearson, sorry, to Miller at the point. Here's Perfetti across. Can't come up with a shot, and the Oilers will send that down the ice. Good clear by the Oilers. Josh Brown made a good play there. Good defensive play by Josh Brown, folks. Careful. Rangers blew a 4-1 lead to Boston. Love that. Oh, that's unfortunate, Taylor. That sucks. I don't know where else you can watch it then. And Chiprikov trying to get the puck in deep, but the Oilers will send that down the ice once again. 1 minute to play here in the second. 40 seconds left on the power play for the Jets. 2-1 Oilers off goals from Quinn Hudson and Ike Howard. The kids are stepping up and producing a little bit for the Oilers right now, which is good to see. Canadians beat the Flyers. Okay. Here's Chiprikov. He's going to play that back to Clegg. Clegg in the middle of the ice. Here's Lambert now. Lambert walks in. Lambert's so good, man. The way Lambert skates with the puck for the Jets, real good player. Here's Chiprikov to Clegg. Along the far half wall, puck comes back to Clegg with a shot, and that's stopped by Tompkins with 23.8 seconds to go here in the period. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how Vancouver's going to do. If their goaltending holds up, they're going to be okay. But the big question is, will the goaltending hold up? We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard in the intermission for those of you who are curious. Here's a shot towards the goal, and that deflects wide of the net. Here's Salamonts with a shot. Bad angle. Doesn't get there. And here comes Nugent-Hopkins. Penalty over. 4-on-2 for the Oilers. Here's Nugent-Hopkins. Left side. He's going to center it in front. Oh, Kapanen. Another shot. Oh, and Troy Stetcher was stopped by Comrie. Here come the Jets with 3 seconds left in the period. They're not going to get a shot off. And the Oilers will head to the third, up by 1. Pretty exciting period, if all things considered. Geez, Kapanen with a good look, and then Stetcher was wide open, and good job by Comrie. I think the shots are 12-11 in favor of the Jets, but we'll see if they update that. Now the Oilers have to defend and score in the third period. Absolutely they do, and I think they're going to do it. What do you think the deal is with being so expensive to watch sports from home? I don't know. Like, it's just price gouging at this point. If you want basic cable to watch sports channels, it's crazy expensive. If you want to watch games on Sportsnet Plus in Canada, it's crazy expensive. If you want to pay for Oilers Plus, some people think $18 for the year is a good deal. I just don't like that they make fans pay for what I would consider sub fair quality, but I'm with you, Vehicle. I think this Oilers team is putting up a pretty good fight right now, and I like how the kids are playing a lot. We'll quickly take a look at the box score here. Hudson scored. Ike Howard has the other goal for Edmonton. And if you take a look at the ice time, though, Kapanen leads the way. Max Jones only played 4:16. Did not see if anything happened to him. Was given the update. Erica said that he left the game, will not return. On defense, Stetcher leads all defensemen. Emberson only a couple minutes behind those, so they are spreading the defensive time out a lot. Yeah, I like Amazon's broadcast, like the Monday Night Hockey. Prime Monday Night Hockey. Oilers Plus does games in preseason, but it's Sportsnet here in Canada that carries pretty much all their games. Oilers Plus is for like they have their they have a show called The Drop that they release every couple weeks. That kind of like, it's like a documentary series. It's a docu-series. That's mostly what people are paying for. And then there's usually some behind-the-scenes interviews and some other stuff. That would be amazing if he signed for 12.5 again. I would not be against that. That would be terrific. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Oilers on Monday Night Hockey, it's not good. Last year, they were shut out, 2 times? One of them against Montreal, which is the game I went to in Montreal. Oh, that's cool, Dak. I'll have to check that out this season. Dude, I cannot believe Sportsnet's price increases, man. Just brutal. That's fair. I live so rural. It's all YouTube, pubs, and Sirius XM. You got to do what you got to do, right?
We might have. Fleecy. What's a Troubled Monk? That is a local brewery here in central Alberta, where I live. They provided me with some free drinks last year in the playoffs, so I always make sure that I'm giving them a shout out whenever I can. Oh, right. I was going to do out of town scoreboard, right? We're going to take a look at the out of town scoreboard. Out of town scoreboard, folks. Bruins and Rangers are in overtime. Bruins looks like they have the power play, tied 4-4. If the Senators and Leafs go into a shootout, Wild against the Stars, up 1-0. Oilers up 2-1 on the Jets. Kraken and Flames tied at 1. Predators up 2-0 on the Lightning. Detroit outshot Chicago 43-17. Connor Bedard had a goal for the Blackhawks. Devils beat the Islanders 6-2. Sabres beat the Blue Jackets 2-1. And Montreal defeated the Flyers 4-2. Goals from Caulfield. Florian Jackeye. Look at that. That's Arbor Jackeye's brother. That's pretty cool. Suzuki with a goal. Slavkovsky an assist. And then Arbor Jack. Look, the two Jackeye brothers got goals tonight. That is incredible. That's pretty cool. If you're a Montreal fan, that's got to make you pretty happy, right? Big money scrubbing the internet to block people. Yep, 100%. It's brutal. Like, I only pay to watch Oilers games because, like, I do it because I need the content, and I just need that slightly higher quality, like, stream quality, you know, like when I'm watching the game so that I can do commentary. But I always encourage people to sail the high seas when it comes to watching sports. It's just too expensive, man. Ike Howard with a goal. Why does that make you look dumb? That doesn't make you look dumb. Small sample size. Remember, Michael, these are small sample sizes. Yeah, I've liked Kapanen's game too. Kapanen's look pretty good. Kitty unavailable. Kitty's here. Hold on. Let me put Kitty on the hold on. Whoop. Here we go. Anyone watching on mobile now can see Kitty on the stream. I agree, vehicle. I'm the Howard Doomer. Nah. Hey, listen, you're being realistic, right? But I am going to take like a 5, 6, 7 minute break here. Y'all are going to get chair. All right. I hope you enjoy chair. Be nice to chair because chair will let me know if you're not being nice to it. I have to take a 5-minute break, get some water, have a quick bite to eat, and then I will be back. Do I think Team Canada would be dumb not to put Boosh, Nuggy, and Hyman on the team? Now, I think Nuge is a long shot. Hyman with McDavid, you know, kind of reminds me of Kunitz with Crosby in 2014 and 2010. So I could see Hyman being on the team. I don't know about Nuge. Nuge seems like a long shot unless he has like a crazy good year. But yeah, I'll be right back. Y'all can hang out with Kitty. Although I won't be surprised if I leave the room if he leaves with me. So I will see you all in a few minutes. Enjoy chair. Oh. All right. We're back. How we doing? Chair is chair. Yeah, no, chair doesn't get a name, right? Chair is just chair. Chair is perfect as chair. Third period. Let's see if the boys can close it out. I've liked a lot of games tonight. Now, Matthew Savoy, keep an eye on him in the third period. He's only played 9:21 in this game. So I imagine they might try and get him a little bit more ice time. We'll see. Yep. One of the streams is for people who watch on their phones in like shorts format. And then the other is for people who like to watch in like regular format. I wanted to give people the option because I know some people like to watch things vertically on their phones. What's going on, Christy? We'll reset, put the third period timer up. Back from outside. How was the outside for you? I should put shorts in the shorts title. It'll attract more people. Is that how that works? Is that how that works, bro? Hold on, let's try it. Let's do it. Shorts. Oops. Boom. All right, let's see. I just put shorts in the title. Hashtag shorts. Do you remember that time the San Jose Sharks were trying to pick a new goal song, and one of the finalists for the songs was a spoof of Shots? Was it Lil Wayne that does Shots? But instead of Shots, it was Sharks. So San Jose would score, and then the song would be like, shark, 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 shark. It was hysterical. I don't know why it just reminded me of that. Lil Jon, okay. I thank you. Erica, quick getting rage baited, all right? You got this. I believe in you. Just pretend Yanmark doesn't exist and you're going to be just fine. I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of music. Not that type of music. I like the Killers. And I like pop music. And I like Metallica. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll skate up the ice. He loses his stick. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if Nugent just dropped his stick, stepped on a banana peel, and just decided to, whoops, he's slipped out of my hands. How's the rookies been? Just tuning in. You know what, Big Rice, man? They've been good. Quinn Hudson and Ike Howard have the goals for Edmonton in a 2-1 lead here as the third period has just started. It's still possible, unlikely, unless this is just the craziest offensive period of all time. Here's a shot in on Tompkins, and he'll make that fairly easily. Tompkins has looked pretty good here, in my opinion. I like Pink Pony Club. I don't go to my way to listen to Chapel Roan, but I do like a lot of Chapel Roan songs. I'm a big fan of pop. I'm a big fan of you know, like old school Lady Gaga, old school Katy Perry. The new stuff, not hugely on board with, but that's just a personal taste. Hey, Crepe, thank you for the follow. How you doing? Gonna grab Sharks tickets this year only if they were played Edmonton, Seattle, or Utah. There you go. I mean, he could be QF Pro. He might. I mean, for a lot of these vets who've been in the league for a long time, I don't think they take preseason 2 seriously. Here's a play in front, goes off of a skate. Josh Brown trying to get it up the boards, trying to find Savoy, and that's going to be picked up by Pitlick. Pitlick trying to feed it over to Savoy. If you're Pitlick, you might just want to be better off throwing that towards the net. I don't know. Nothing Else Matters and Saint Anger are my favorite songs. There's Nothing Else Matters is like top 10 Metallica song for me. Saint Anger's okay. Here's Griffith across the ice to Hudson, just out of his reach. Mariala in on the forecheck, causes a turnover. Hudson can't come up with it. Pitlick will chase him. Here are the Jets now, through the middle of the ice, into the Oilers zone. Dineen, he'll give it to Mariala, who I think has had another strong showing for Edmonton. Mariala to Hudson. That puck is bouncing over sticks all over the place here. Prokop can't come up with it. A lot of neutral zone play. This is some ugly hockey here to start the third. There's just a lot of neutral zone play. Puck into the Oilers zone by Chiprikov. Dineen battles for it along the boards. He'll find Prokop, but he loses it. Winnipeg keeping the puck alive. They'll send it to the blue line, and well, that's just a hand grenade that comes out of the zone. Savoy's been okay. I mean, you could do your homework now anyways. Get your homework done nice and early, and then you can just chill. Yeah, I saw that, Kyle. Obviously, that's not like representative of the entire Leafs fan base, but Marner did take a lot of crap. Hey, I appreciate that, Unseen Bones. Appreciate that. Thank you. You're a W fan, a W chatter, a W viewer. Oh, yeah. That Moth into Flame is a great song. My favorite song on that album that Moth into Flame is on, was it the Hardwired? Hardwired to Self-Destruct is the album. My favorite song on that album is Spit Out the Bone. My favorite song on their newest album is Room of Mirrors. I love Room of Mirrors. That's a great Metallica song. Oh, you're right, Christy. You are absolutely right. That is a banger. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Jets here. They're going to try and center it out in front. They do, and nice save by Tompkins on Perfetti. I don't know if Perfetti got all of it, but Tompkins came across. Good lateral movement there. Prevented Perfetti from tying this game up. Winnipeg, once again, trying to get this puck. Oilers struggling. Pitlick will give it to his D-man. Here's Lepinen over to... Well, back to Lepinen. Lepinen. It's hard. I can't see the numbers super well on the screen, so it's hard for me to do the commentary. Nugent Hopkins with the puck now. He'll spin back in his own zone, looking for some reinforcements. He'll give that puck to Josh Brown. Josh Brown, he loses it again. Puck into the middle of the ice. Winnipeg can't come up with it. Josh Brown now trying to come in defensively to grab it. Oh my goodness, Josh Brown is just, he's having a night, folks. Here's Troy Stetcher now with the puck. He'll alleviate that pressure to the left wing to Ike Howard, or Nugent Hopkins, sorry, Nuge. Down low behind the Winnipeg Jets net, comes to Ike Howard. Howard to the blue line to Stetcher. Stetcher towards the goal, and that goes off of Comrie and wide of the goal. Here's Prokop now. He'll also throw in towards the net. That goes wide as well. Here's Howard to Prokop with a shot. Again, another block by the Jets. Lots of Corsi for the Oilers, but nothing hitting the net. And there's a little weak flip towards Tompkins. He'll hang on to that. Defensive zone draw coming up for the Oilers. AKA trade bait, Josh. Yeah. Hey, you ain't getting nothing for Josh Brown in a trade. Kitty, what's up, bud? What? What's up? What's going on, buddy? Hi. That's not your bed. Hi. What's up? Kitty demands attention right now. He demands the attention. Hi, kitty. What's up, bud? Hi. What? What's up? Here's Noah Philp. He'll play that to Adam Henrique. Across the ice to Prokop. Prokop down low. Savoy, he'll pick it up on his backhand. Trying to cycle it, but he loses it. Franklin and Mochi, they're probably sleeping in the living room or our bedroom. Where you going, bud? Well, where you going, kitty? Here's Pearson, loses the puck. Puck sent in behind the Oilers' net. That's going to come to Deneen. Deneen with it. Gives that puck to Mariala. Mariala's going to skate it forward. Kitty, where you going, bud? Okay, he's standing in front of my monitor. You can see his tail go by. I can't see. He's back now. What are you doing, bud? Here's Leppinen now behind his net. He's going to give that puck to Mariala. 14:37 to play in the third. Mariala up the boards to Seth Griffith. Griffith can't get the puck in deep though. Oh, Kitty, you just gonna lay there? Poor Kitty. Here's Hudson. Up the ice to Leppinen, loses it. Winnipeg keeps it in. Here's a centering attempt, and that goes off of Tompkins' pad and wide. Here's Quinn Hudson now. He'll skate it up. Griffith puts the puck in deep. I agree. I love the Ride the Lightning album. So good. So good. Ooh, that'd be good. I think Walking Out to Any Metallica song is good, but Enter Sandman's just been way overplayed. Winnipeg with a shot from the point, and that goes way high and out of play. My goodness gracious. 13:50 to play here in the third as we'll head to a commercial break. Shots are 17-13 in favor of the Jets. My favorite song on the Ride the Lightning album is Fade to Black. My second favorite song is probably Call of Cthulhu. I love Call of Cthulhu a lot. Fight Fire with Fire is a great song. For Whom the Bell Tolls is a great song. Creeping Death. Man, so many good songs on that album. Erica's getting rage baited again. Nice. Yeah, I've seen them live twice in Edmonton. I saw them in 2012. I think it was 2012. Maybe it was 2013. They played at Rogers Place. Or, sorry, they played at Rexall Place. And then 2017 at Commonwealth Stadium. August of 2017. Depends on the cheese, Spork. Depends on the cheese. Yeah, Kitty's just he's just laying here, dude. Chances of Davo re-signing, I'm going to say 99%. I'm crazy and quite like Escape off the album. Okay. Interesting. Escape's not a bad song. It's just not a song that I usually like think of like off the top of my head. Don't let the cat walk away. Don't let the flame die out. Nah, Kitty's good. He's going to hang out, and he's hanging out with me. You were at the Commonwealth concert in 2017 as well. Very nice. Here's Howard. He'll bring it up back from commercial break. It'll slowly roll into Comrie, and he'll hang on to that. Yeah, I saw the Jays were losing. I'm assuming the score is final now. Yeah, 4-1 loss. Did the Yankees lose, or did the Yankees win? Yankees won. Wow. Great job. Great job, Chicago. All you had to do, 3 more outs, and you couldn't do it. Yeah, the Jays are blowing it. Their offense has been brutal so far. I don't know, actually, if he'll go short or long term. Here's a shot by Prokop. Rising shot off of Conroy's blocker and into the corner. Winnipeg trying to come up with it. Savoy in on the forecheck. Does a nice job to get it back to Deneen. Here's Savoy now. He'll rim it hard around the boards. Prokop is going to leave that for Adam Henrique. Henrique towards the goal, and that goes wide. Deneen steps up, trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone, but Winnipeg, they'll skate it out of trouble here. Here come the Jets now. Left circle, centered in front. Oh, my goodness, and I don't know how that went wide of the net. Barlow with a great centering pass, and it just deflected wide. Deneen can't get the puck in deep into the Jets zone. Winnipeg will steal it. Here's Pearson for Winnipeg. Wrist shot off of a leg, and the Oilers on transition here will skate it up. Here's Capone. He's all tied up by the Jets. Hudson in on the forecheck, can't grab it. Or sorry, that wasn't Hudson. That was Mariala. Mariala, Philp, and Capone are on the ice for Edmonton. Yeah, I saw Zadorov scored the game winner. Here's Capone into the right wing corner. Ike Howard. He leaves that for his partner there, Noah Philp. Puck behind the Jets' goal. Noah Philp on the forecheck. Can't force a turnover. Winnipeg will skate it up. Howard will go for a change now. Here's Chiprikov. He'll drop it for Pearson with a shot, and Tompkins with an easy save into the glove. I agree, QF Pro. I agree. But we'll see. I'd like to think if he signs, it'll be long term like Leon, right? I think if he signs it should be a long term deal, just like Draisaitl did. But we'll see. Here's Heinola in front. Puck still in the slot area, blocked by Mariala. And here's Heinola. He'll keep the cycle going. Jonathan Taves to Perfetti to the point. Here's Nyquist. He's going to lose that. Quinn Hudson gets the puck up the boards here. Hudson skates it into the Jet zone. Here's Mariala trying to center it, and bad giveaway. Good job by the Oilers, though. They'll just send it in deep, prevent the 2-on-1 going the other way. Here's Perfetti now. Perfetti skates it up the right wing. Oh, my God. The stream quality is literally zero. Zero pick. I can't see a thing. All right, it's back. Mariala. He'll tie up Taves along the boards. Oilers trying to dig the puck loose. Deneen now. Also trying to come up with the puck. 2 Jets in. Puck comes to Hudson and Prokop. He'll skate this out of trouble here. Prokop, he'll just send it deep into the Jet zone. Oilers will go for a change. I mean, the Rangers' goaltending should be okay. Shesterkin's a pretty good goalie. Here's Emberson now. He'll play it up to Kapanen. Kapanen trying to go up the middle to Howard, and Winnipeg, they'll send it back. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll play it to Lepinen. Lepinen reverses. Bad giveaway by Lepinen. Winnipeg with the puck now. They can get their forecheck going, but good job by the Oilers to recognize. That was Emberson, I believe, and the Oilers will send it in deep. Kapanen will chase after it on the forecheck. Now remember, if the Oilers win, it matters. If they lose, it doesn't matter. Hey, I appreciate that special. Good to be back. We're vibing here. Yeah, I would imagine the stream quality is probably 480p. It is brutal. And the fact that on Oilers Plus, they make us pay to watch it. Here's a save by Tompkins on Barlow. Great chance for the Jets. And once again, Josh Brown just having a hell of a game, and another giveaway from Josh Brown. Holy smokes, I have a lot to talk about when it comes to Josh Brown in the post-game fan reaction tonight. Oh, my God. What's going on, Mr. NHL? Dude, I haven't been on Discord like all day today. Here's a shot towards the goal. Stick save by Tompkins. Back to the point. Here's another shot, and Tompkins into his glove with 9:12 to play. The Jets are throwing everything they can on Tompkins right now, but he's standing tall. 2-1 lead for the Oilers. I'm not dead on Insta. I watch Reels. I'm just not on I just don't spend my time on a lot of socials, right? Like when I record videos, I record the video. I'll go in the Discord and like post it. Be like, hey, everyone, you can watch the video now. And then I'm not really on Discord for like the rest of the day. Oh, I don't know about that, Alvy. I don't think that would happen, but that would be crazy if it did. What's up, Mr. NHL? What am I guessing? Guess what? Chicken butt. Chicken jockey. Just kidding. Pretend I didn't say chicken jockey. Y'all are so funny, man. Y'all are funny. The chicken jockey revival. Yep. What do you think? Anytime the Oilers score a goal this season, should I just play the chicken jockey clip as like a celebration and then we all just go like crazy? I mean, yeah, he is Canadian, but I just, I'd love for McDavid to win a championship for his own legacy. Crosby has cemented his legacy. I want McDavid to cement his own legacy, you know? Here's a puck into the neutral zone. Savoy takes a hit. Oilers trying to come up with it now. Here's Samberg across the ice. Winnipeg, they'll send it in behind the Oilers' goal. Tompkins around the half wall. Can't quite get the puck out, though. Nice job by Savoy. He'll tie up Samberg. Henry can't come up with it, though. Oh, I'd take that deal in a heartbeat, Crepe. And here's a centering attempt for the Jets. Pearson centers it again. Here's another shot, and that goes high and out of play. I don't know how that missed the net. Oh, my goodness. The Jets are all over Edmonton right now. They've outshot the Oilers 9-1 this period. Tompkins has made some big saves. Chicken jockey goal song would go crazy. I think that should be the Oilers' new goal song, is the Steve's Lava Chicken. Is that what the song's called? That like 45-second little like la 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 lava chicken. Steve's Lava Chicken. Come on. That'd be a great goal song. Here's Capone. He'll send it up the ice. Oilers, they definitely are on their heels a little bit. Yeah. Puck behind the Jets net. Clegg can't come up with it. Oilers in on the forecheck. Noah Philp trying to grab it. And Winnipeg Winnipeg's on their heels a bit now. Here's a nice play by Philp. Here's Emberson. Walks in, shoots, and scores. Ty Emberson rips one past Comrie. Great setup by Noah Philp. And the Oilers have a 2-goal lead on just their second shot of the period. What a shot by Emberson, man. Just rips that one by Comrie. And Emberson's a player that has a lot to prove too, right? To make sure that he is a full-time player on this roster this season. So that's good to see. A little bit of offense from Ty Emberson. So that one stick side on Comrie. Good shot by Emberson. Great job by Noah Philp to set him up there. Lots of time and space for Emberson. But the pass by Noah Philp was unreal. Like, I'm going to be talking about that in the post-game fan reaction. We'll be doing the Edge Visualizer too. Here's the puck now into the middle of the ice. Oilers trying to get another opportunity here. Nice job by Savoy. Savoy, he'll give that puck to Josh Brown. Poor Savoy. Savoy is always on the ice when Josh Brown is. Here's Stetcher now. He's going to bring that up the ice. Here's Mariala trying to center it out in front. Mariala. Oh, he cuts in front. Oh, wow. And then Quinn Hudson shot that over the net. But I like Mariala. He cut in front from behind the goal. Nice save by Comrie. Yo, Danny, thank you so much for remaining a member here. Truly appreciate that. Cup year, baby. Thank you for re-upping in the locker room. Appreciate it. Ben Gleason, Oiler legend. This is Mikko Rantanen fan on a different account, but since I have 0 IQ, I accidentally deleted it. Hey, I remember you, Mikko Rantanen fan. How you doing? That's fair, Alvy. Yeah, we'll see. No fights, Elliot. No fights. Here's Lambert being hounded by Sandberg. Sandberg's going to bring this up the ice. Dineen with the puck now behind his goal. Dineen up the left wing, still skating with it. Sends it in deep into the Jet zone. So the Oilers, they're holding on to a 2-goal lead here. The Jets were pressing earlier in the period, but the Oilers, they have been opportunistic here. Imagine making that. Yeah, my predictions are not very good, dude. Especially preseason. How am I supposed to predict anything in preseason? Oh, there goes Kitty. He has left us. Kitty has left us, folks. I'm sorry. Puck behind Phil. Nice job by the Oilers. Trying to grab it here. Good job. Here's Emberson into the middle of the ice. Here's Leppinen. Deflected in by Phil. Miller behind his net. He leaves it for his partner. Winnipeg kind of bobbling the puck a little bit, but they're going to skate the puck up the ice. Oh, there you go. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Kitty's gone. He's had enough. Kitty must have got rage baited by something. I must have said something. Here's Emberson up the ice. That's going to be deflected in deep into the Jet zone. Pitlick will chase after it. Out there with Henrique, and I don't know who the other winger is. Here's Shen now. He'll skate it up the ice. Puck through the neutral zone. Here come the Jets now. Centered it out in front. And Taves just can't get a stick on it. Matthew Savoy trying to get that puck out. Here's Adam Henrique. Skates it back behind his net. Where is Adam Henrique going? Henrique's going to get pressured by a couple Jets, but he does make the play. Oh my God, here's Troy Stetcher now. Oh, he tried to find... that wasn't a good play. Jets are going to bring it back into the Oilers zone. Josh Brown holds on to it. He'll give it to Philp. Philp up the boards. Pitlick. He'll play it back to Stetcher. Yeah, I think that's how that works, QF Pro. I think that's how that works. No, Philp has had a good game. No, Philp has had a terrific game for the Oilers. Here's a puck up the left. I mean, the Oilers, they're just defending now. Like, there's not much forechecking happening. Winnipeg can't get the puck in deep. Stolen by Prokop. Puck to Stetcher. It's going to come to Quinn Hudson. He tried to throw it up the middle of the ice, and that deflects off his skate. Oilers again with the puck. Here's Prokop. Prokop drops it for Hudson. Hudson feeds the puck down low. Prokop in on the forecheck for the Oilers, pinching in. Mariala can't grab it. Yeah, Nightbot gets a little mad at spam there. Sorry about that, Alexander. Here's Dineen starting the rush for the Oilers. He'll flip it in deep. Comrie out of his net to play it. He'll reverse to Clegg. Clegg tied up by a couple of Oilers, trying to grab it. And on the back check, it's going to come to Leppinen. Leppinen out there with Philp. Or Emberson, sorry. Here's Leppinen. He'll walk in. Yo, Arn. Oh, here's a shot. Backhand on goal. Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Arn, I appreciate that on Twitch. Jets up the right wing. Through the middle of the ice now. They're going to walk in. Shot does not make it to the goal. In the left wing corner, Emberson ties up his man. Nugent Hopkins supporting. Leppinen plays it Ty Coward. Howard through the middle of the ice. Finds Kapanen, but pass was a little hard, and Kapanen will just make sure that gets into the Jet zone. Comrie to the bench. Empty net for the Jets. Stetcher around the boards. Winnipeg keeps it in. Here's Sandberg with a shot towards the Oilers' goal. Doesn't make it. Winnipeg, net empty. Trying to get this within at least one. They got to get one quick here if they want a chance to tie it up. Here's Sandberg across the ice to Salamons. Here's Nyquist to Salamons with a shot. That goes off of a body and way away from the net. Here's a puck off the glass and out, and that did deflect out of play. Not a penalty on Edmonton. I respect that QF Pro, but I think Josh Brown has been the worst player on the ice for Edmonton tonight. Also, Bob Stauffer keeps saying that Lepinen's had a good game. I have not liked Lepinen's game at all. I'm going to have to disagree with Bob Stauffer on this one. I don't know if he's trying to pump up Lepinen like he's going to make the team. Who is a 0? Josh Brown holding the Oilers' defense together tonight. I don't know about that. I haven't liked Lepinen's game personally, but that's just me. Couple giveaways. He hasn't really done anything like on offense for the team. You know what? That's fair, Vehicle. It hasn't resulted in a goal again, so we'll take that. We'll take that. Now, I don't know who's stat tracking for Natural Stat Trick, but I don't agree with a lot of these stats that I'm seeing on the website right now, so. Yo, what's going on, Experimenta? How you doing? Oh, I can... Hold on. I can get a... 1 second. I can get you a link for the Discord. Here's a wrist shot by Nyquist. That goes wide of the net. There we go. That should have worked. Maybe? Yo, what's going on, Colby? There we go. There. That Discord should work. Y'all, stop trolling, man. What's going on here? 1:30 to play here in the period. Jets are down by 2. Perfetti looking for the puck. It'll come to Deneen. Deneen. Up in the air and out. Here's Sandberg in his own zone. 1:17 to play here in the third. Oilers up by 2. Jets net is empty. Here's Salamons to the right wing. Chiprikov sends it in deep. Lambert trying to come up with it. Kapanen for the Oilers can't. Here's a shot from the blue line, and it deflects in. Barlow, once again, I think that's his second of the game. 2 deflection goals for Barlow, and it's a 3-2 game. That's a couple goals that have beaten Tompkins, but you can't really blame. Oh, look at Josh Brown again. Josh Brown standing on... Did he screen his own goalie again? That might have hit Josh Brown again. That's 2 goals where Josh Brown has been on the ice for goals against. Oh, no. Josh Brown, please. Please, Josh Brown. The empty net allergy is real. Yep. Just like last year, the team Face-off won by Adam Henrique. Puck is in the Oilers zone. Here's Troy Stetcher. He's going to get pressure. Jets trying to come up with it, and that puck actually went out of play. So W. Josh Brown. Exactly. We have to hold on so that the game matters. I like that. Oh boy. Taves wins the faceoff for the Jets. It's going to take a shot that is blocked by Emberson, and looks like it stung Emberson a little bit off of his hand. Savoy trying to get the puck out. Here's Winnipeg now. Puck in their own zone. They're going to skate it up. Here's Nyquist with speed through the neutral zone. Nyquist skating through literally everybody. Sends it across to Perfetti. To the point. Here's Salamons to Nyquist. Here's a shot, and good stop by Tompkins. Hugging that post. Puck behind the Oilers' goal, and they tried to send that puck out. And they do get it out. 11 seconds left. Here's 6 seconds left. Winnipeg, Perfetti, left circle. Perfetti trying to toe drag. Nice job by Noah Philp. Good defensive play. And the Oilers are going to come out on top here by a score of 3-2 in preseason. The Jets outshoot them 23-17, but it does not matter. The game matters because the Oilers won. Preseason matters because the Oilers won. They hang on. It's so funny. For those of you watching vertically right now through like shorts format, I am ending the vertical stream. I'm going to do an outro for the horizontal stream. And then, of course, I will have the post-game fan reaction up on YouTube here on the Austin Hockey YouTube channel. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do daily Oilers content, and sometimes not just Oilers, sometimes regular hockey as well. So